salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumori, the self-proclaimed keeper of Maple story lore and stories alike. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. Ha 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 ha! Tonight is the night where you, the viewers and coins of the vault, the spotlight is for you. I mean, mostly for you. Let's put it that way. But we shall be reading some short stories written by you using this story prompt. Oh, it's a little big for those of you on YouTube. I know it's kind of hard, a little bit harder to see, but the story prompt is... "And that, class," conveyed the professor, "is why humanity is the most peaceful, reasonable, cooperative, and overall docile species in the universe. Any questions? You, the only human in the classroom, raise your hand." So, if you have a short story that goes along with that writing prompt, or if you're able to write one in time by the end of the stream, or if not... next week, I will also be continuing this prompt over here, so for this week and next week, we shall be reading some short stories using this as your prompt. Starting tonight, this is the new prompt. A big ol' shout out and welcome to Orlando Andy Birdman over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully you're having a great evening. Well, of course it is. You're here with me. But yes... and in the background, really it is the background. I mean, I know it says I'm playing, it's the... oh my goodness, we got ourselves a new coin of the vault. Jay over on YouTube, welcome, welcome to the vault. You are the newest shiny coin, and I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see from here on out. Now, if you miss the prompt here on stream, you should be able to go over to my YouTube community section and my posts and stuff like that, and you will see like a more permanent section of the post, and it has the prompt there if you need some extra time to check it out. More than welcome to. Over here on Twitch, I do have a channel reward thing that you can get my attention with quicker. I'm still trying to figure out how to do something on YouTube. I haven't fully figured it out yet, but I will be working on that. But for now, all you got to do is say, type in the chat, hey, Tatsu, over here. And I will check out your short story. But again, here is the prompt and the kind of the rules for you guys if you want to check it out and be part of the legendary readings tonight. So... yeah, all kinds of cool stuff happening tonight. But for those of you over on Twitch, we will have to take a short ad break because without it, Twitch needs to take its pound of flesh, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without it or you guys. It would be far less entertaining. So we are going to do that. And for those of you who are immune to ads over on Twitch, or for those of you on YouTube, you will see me convene with my dragon brethren while we discuss tales and stories and the like. And then once we are back, we shall get into building more of the factory. So don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty, so we appear to be back from the ad break. So, everybody, welcome to the world of Satisfactory. Now, what I've been doing is way over there. Guys might be able to even see it from here. No, probably not, because that mountain's in the way. But I have been, like, in the middle of the map. Let's see. We'll show you guys. Ignore the flashing signs over here. But right here, in this cluster of train stations right here, I have been building an aluminum factory. Now, so far, I have gotten the main piece of the aluminum factory that require, like, the main heart of starting aluminum stuff. I'm late for class, but I have a note. I mean paper. That's very well, Smithers, but do not let it happen again. Anyways, no. Anyways, you're good, Mama Rednecks. It's all good. Heck, I'm like 10 minutes late starting this myself because I had to take a shower. So I was a stinky dragon. But anyways, yeah. Over there. Whoops, not that one. This one. Over there, I was making an aluminum factory. However, I greatly miscalculated how much coal I was going to need for the next step in the process. So I thought I was going to need like X amount of coal, and I thought I had plenty. Turns out I need absolute metric butt tons more of coal. So I came over here to the desert, where I'm gathering up coal from over there. I'm gathering up coal from over there, and I'm funneling it all into a train station right over there to take it to the aluminum factory, because without it, well, the entire aluminum factory dies. Well, doesn't really die, but it definitely works a whole lot slower. Also, over next to the coal factory, I have been madly trying to recruit some more coal resources, but I got everything I could over in there, but I still need more, so that's what I'm working on right now. Technically, I was here, I just didn't have the sound on because I was trying to proofread. That's all good, Mama Rednecks. If you still need to proofread, you're more than welcome to do that. Coal! Santa is going to come challenge you for your resources. Well, you see, Santa is what we call a magical being, and he can just go, and coal appears in his sleigh for all the naughty boys and girls in the world. Interpret that how you will. Anyways, I am currently trying to bring, there's a couple more coal nodes over in, whoops. Yes, I do love you guys, okay? Are you happy now? Fine. Anyways, I am trying to, there's a couple coal nodes over there that I'm trying to bring back over here. There are 3 of them, I think you can see them right over there, that I need to bring back to the loading depot over here. Gosh, Tatsu, I wasn't going to rush another 1,000-word story during the stream, but then you gave me a good prompt that sent me brain into zoomies. Speaking of which, let me get it up here for you guys. Oh, it's a little bit wonky. Hold on. Let me make some adjustments here. Okay. There we go. Now it should fit a little better on screen for you guys. Yes, a train! Speaking of, like, over here, just because of something stupid happened, I got train clogging up the way, but, you know, we'll fix that here in a minute. Oh, boy. Well, that is what I aim to do. I am... Part of what I like to... I'm trying to do over here on the channel is to... One... I don't know. Make writing fun again. Because it seems like writing has been turned into this thing that you have to go all out and do, or else you're just not a writer. What happened there? Suddenly I didn't have the tool in my hand. Hopefully it'll all be very satisfactory. But it seems like writing, at least the way I've heard it from other streamers and other people in and around my circle, is that writing has become less of a hobby. There's less enjoyment in it. And so I want to try and first and foremost, primarily, I'm trying to be the channel that brings MapleStory lore to the masses, because as we all know, everybody hates playing MapleStory if there is lore to it. They just want it to be over with and get it over so they can get their most powerful class. At least that's what it seems like to me. Nobody really cares about the lore anymore, it seems. The other thing that I'd like to try and do with this channel, I'm slowly, hopefully, trying to accomplish with my my Twitch channel here, is create a place where writing is fun again. And it seems like through the years, just in general, it seems like writing as an art form is being less and less, I don't know, enjoyed? I don't know if that's the right word or not. And just so that way, you know, I'm not looking for full-on novelettes or whatever, or novellas or anything like that. I'm just looking for some way to, one, help the aspiring writers of the world maybe flex their creative muscles a little bit. You know, kind of see what's what writing can be like. And that you don't have, like, if you're going to write something, you don't have to write. I'm not going to, I do not say this lightly. I still have not learned this lesson myself. So, take what I say with a grain of salt. But to have writing be something that can be enjoyed. Because the minute, at least in my own circles, it seems like the minute you tell somebody, oh yeah, I write stories, they go, oh yeah, what about? And you tell them about it, and like, oh, okay, cool. And that's where it dies. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense or not, but at the very least, trying to make writing fun. Am I making sense, or am I just blabbering? Oops, nope, not that one. Put some of this over here, and then we're going to, whoop, can we stand upon this? Yes, we can! That is technically where I want to be. People would put a lot less pressure on themselves if we focused on the short stories more than publishing novels, because so many casual writers feel the pressure to be published novelists. Yeah, so I guess in all my ramblings, hopefully, I'm just trying to make a space where writing a short story about whatever can be seen as fun. And the pressures of being this top-level novelist aren't there. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm making sense, because it doesn't feel like I'm making sense. Ah! Oh, sorry guys. Didn't mean to blast your eardrums out there. Thank you, Pans. Yeah. And plus, if it's a short story, you know, you can have practice with coming up with the big stuff. Because technically, isn't a novel just a collection of short stories that all lead in the same direction? Okay, so Loogie Meister, I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to go away now. He exploded. He came down with a case of explosions. Looks like an extra medium. So anyways, yeah. So overall, let's see. Oops, what's going on here? Now that we've got this underway, what the? I have this in the wrong place. No! I did not want that to be. But here I am, making mistakes. No, wait. I don't make mistakes. Everything is content. Alright. No, I don't want them. I don't want that. I want this. And I don't want to do that. So, then, let's see here. Alright, you know what? Sorry, chat, for being quiet here. I'm trying to untangle some spaghetti. don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Bob Ross. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take this back. And we are... Okay, we're actually going to take this off. And I probably should have left that thing there. Okay. Then... I saw a post on Instagram the other day. It was talking about what if Bob Ross and Gordon Ramsay switched roles. Can you imagine? Nobody would ever want to be a painter again. And everybody would want to be a cook. This there. Then we're going to take this and we're going to put it there and there. And then put this like a so. And we're not going to do that. Then we're going to take this and we're going to go from this side and go. Why no do? Okay, there we go. I mean, Bob Ross can probably still be scary. He wasn't in the Air Force, wasn't he? Imagine the food, though, if Bob I know you did 2 tablespoons of salt instead of 2 teaspoons, but it's just a happy... It's just a happy... Yeah, I would repeat the one they did for Gordon Ramsay, but no, I'm not going to do that here. But they're saying about, like, Bob Ross. It's like... So, oh, looky there. The chicken's still a little bit raw, but that's okay. We're just going to let it cook it a little longer. It'll be a secret between us, okay? Well, let me see if I can make a clean version of what the Ramsay one was. Does that tree look happy to you? Does it? It's not a happy tree. It's falling over. Look at it. You're using the wrong color green, you absolute tool. Yeah, if I had Gordon Ramsay as my art teacher, I would quit right then and there. I'd never pick up a pencil or a brush ever again. I'd be like, thank you very much. This has been very informative. I know I'm a failure, and I will see you all later. And that would be the last time I ever picked up a brush. Wall up, y'all. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cars worth of coal. And I gotta check those nodes over there. Let's see. Bob Ross Kitchen Nightmares. And it's super sweet until this guy denies that his business is dying. And then his family is going to be out of a home or something. It's like what's usually happening in the show. And then it just swaps and the camera cuts and suddenly the guy is crying after intense therapy and everything gets fixed to. Listen, I hate to tell you, but the way you're running your business, you're not going to make it. It's going to go under. And I mean, I would like to tell you everything is going to be all right, but the way you're spending money on this cilantro, and it's subpar. I mean, I would like to tell you that you're doing okay, but you're really not. You need to get this fixed, man. All right. Let's see. What are those nodes there? Oh, there's a couple more over here. Oh, yes! We got lots of coal coming in. The instant someone came and jabbed a finger at my painting and yelled at me, "That's not a happy little accident. That's an affront to nature." How about John Taffer and Bob Ross? That would just... I actually don't know who that is, so I can't say yes or no. No, I never watched it. Like, the only time I ever watched, like, not a kitchen, it's a bar. Okay, like, the only reason I'm familiar with Kitchen Rescue is because, well, I wouldn't say the only reason. I'm kind of familiar with it as a concept. But the only reason I'm really more so familiar with it is from the streamer Alicia X Life, I think. She's also a VTuber too. But apparently she owns a restaurant and she likes to watch Kitchen Nightmares a lot, like does reaction videos watching Kitchen Nightmares. I believe Alicia X Death is her YouTube channel, I think it is. I mean, I've watched her reacting to them. And honestly though, I only watched those to watch her reaction. That was it. If you were to tell me, "Hey, do you want to check this out?" I'd be like, "No." Just no. That kind of TV does not appeal to me. Just straight up does not appeal to me. I mean, I already know my life is pretty terrible. I don't need a TV show to remind me of it. Well, maybe not terrible. I know I'm a terrible person, so I don't need a TV show to remind me of it. All right. Let's see. So I want to go vertical. There we go. Get some support. No. There we go. That's what I want. And that is what I wanted to do. You. There we go. Alright. So we got this. Then we're going to have a... no. Come on. We're going to have this. Yes, okay. Alright, cool. We are making progress, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to sound like Yoon's accent. He usually does this for about 5 minutes where he's talking about things. Who knows? It's kind of a funny thing that he says that anytime he's been mentioning someone else's stream, he usually gets summoned. So let's see if that curse is right. Now that I've said his name, we'll see if he pops up in the stream. It's probably not going to happen. But who knows? Speaking of which, like, just kind of off the top, just mentioning who I'm talking about. Yoon Soo. Let's see. Hold on. No! Give me a second here. There we go. Let's see. See if I can do this correctly. I think that's the one. Is that the one? Yep, that's the one. He's a fellow streamer. He's a writer. He's a joker. He's a doker. Da, 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 da. Yeah. He's all kinds of cool stuff. Go check him out. And he's actually working on his very first novel right now. Published novel. Yes. I actually don't remember all the song right now, right off the top of my head. So, yeah, whatever. But yeah, but it's kind of a joke with his streams, at least with people on his streams. They say that anytime anyone in his circle, I guess, whether it's his circle or something like that, anytime somebody else mentions his name, he always pops up in their streams. So I figured, let's see what happens here. And I can bet you he's not going to show up. I more than guarantee he's not going to show up. Probably also because he's, like, already off to bed, so. I highly doubt he's going to be here. Oh! Nope, you got me instead. Ah! Locelor! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? I don't know where I got that accent from. I just picked it up out of my butt, so who knows. No idea who you were trying to invoke, but the ritual got to someone at least. Losi, do you know the streamer Yunsu at all, or am I talking to a? Ah, okay, yeah, it's kind of a joke. At least some of the other streamers that are kind of like in a similar circle to his, it's kind of a joke that always says that if his name gets mentioned, especially like, I think it's written by Liv, and I think there's Merciless Mercy, and there's like Dunkin' Donuts, I think it is, and a couple other streamers I can't remember right off the top of my head. But it's kind of a joke that says while they're in their stream, if Yoon's name gets mentioned, he will just just materialize in their streams. So it's just kind of a joke there, and I'm saying I'm summoning him, but it's not gonna work. And all this rain in the game is making me thirsty. But oh yeah, just putting it out there for anybody who has a story or has a story ready or whatever. Doesn't have to be right now. Just saying, if you have one ready to go, the floor is open for stories to be done at any time, YouTube and or Twitch. Doesn't have to be. There is no like specific time for it. The spell was blocked by a cantrip known as sleep. Instead, he was redirected towards what's. So, Hades Town. The first time 2 days ago, and that seemed it's been in my brain cells for the last few days. Okay. Would you care to share with the class what exactly Hades Town is? I am big brain. I am big dumb brain when it comes to that some stuff. So, would you care to share with the class and what exactly Hades Town is? Because we all know I'm about as dumb as a rock. Well, actually, that's an insult to rocks. So. I think it was Akaku from Inuyasha says, dumb as a sack of hammers. Alrighty. The musical tale of Orpheus and paralleling it to Hades and Persephone for the 1930s new audience. Okay, alright. I'm familiar with, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I think I'm familiar with that story. But yeah. Oh, but just to let you guys know, the prompt that you see on screen right now, that is actually going to be here for the next couple of weeks, or for this week and next week. So if you don't have any, like if you just now saw the prompt and you want to have something read but you don't have anything prepared, you can either try and absolutely moiterize yourself in trying to get it done, or you can get the idea, start working on it this week, and next week you can bring it to the stream again. I'm going to be starting around 7 p.m. Pacific PST, or maybe it's like PDT. I think it is. I'll have to look up exactly what the time zone is, because I've always known it as PST, Pacific Standard Time, but something has recently changed. So I'll have to read up on that to make sure I get it correct. Yes, join me in the club of writing the prompts midstream. We shall destroy our joints together! Yay! Sounds like you need some Cosequin. Alright, so where are those other coal nodes?
Hey, look!
Oh! We got our first submission of the evening, ladies and gents, and shiny coins of the vault. So, let me get a tool bench out. And we shall give this a check. It doesn't. All right. So, get this over here. No, please. My chiropractor deals with my joints enough as it is already. Speaking of, the other day, I actually had to, I went to the chiropractor. I just wanted to have a, just like a general adjustment. Just because, you know, my back felt a little tight and it was a little tired. And I figured, you know, what the heck. Well, like a couple days before, I actually was standing in my bathroom and I put my feet on one of the tile joints, or like the grout lines. And I lined them up. And as I'm standing there, I'm noticing the top half of my body is rotated to the right. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I mentioned it to her, and she's the chiropractor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I see it." But the funny thing was, nothing hurt, nothing was pulling, nothing was tight, nothing was sore. It was just there. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I see it." And she laid me down on the table, and she checked my feet, and my feet, I kid you not, my left foot was, my right foot was basically like an inch shorter than my left foot because of it. And it was, by the time it was all like, and the other thing was, I hadn't been to the chiropractor in like 6 years. So this was all like within the last week or stuff that I had found this out. Funnily enough, and disappointingly enough, my back did not crack. So, she, basically twisted me up into pretzel, yanked my legs a couple times and straightened me back out. And I kid you not, for like the entire next day, my left hip felt like it had been bruised. That's how badly I was out of whack for like a week straight, and I didn't even know. I have compression gloves on as we speak. I write so much that I can get joint pain. I really need to take more breaks, but my brain worms require writing, so I must deliver. Finally figure out what the heckle is wrong with my hip. Oh! Losalor, what did we find? What was wrong with the hips? Did they not lie, or did they lie? Okay, let's get into the writing office. Okay, let's get this. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. Mine lie all the time. On the bed, on the couch. Alrighty. So, hypermobility in my SL joint. Basically, my leggy can stick out real far, but it can't move back inward right. Because of that, my whole leg is unstable. Oh man, I am so sorry to hear that. Well, at least you kind of figured it out, so you know how to fix it now, right? Alrighty, so, in fun fact, it's an ADHD symbol. Oh no! Alrighty, so let's check out this story by Mama Rednax. What is reasonable? The irony of being the only human in Terran civilization studies at the N4Z Institute of Higher Learning isn't lost on me. Every image that flickers across the screen shows the achievements humans have made on Earth while the professors drone on. While I was awarded the scholarship to join the Terran Cultural Exchange Program, I was excited. When I was awarded the scholarship to join the Terran Cultural Exchange Program, I was excited. Being selected meant I would live among other planetary civilizations. When I discovered that Zone N4Z was only available to women, and I would be living among the Philians. The Philines. Philines or Philians? Okay, I'm going to say Philines, because that's the way it looks like it's spelled. When I discovered that Zone N4Z was only available to women, and I would be living among the Philines, I was disappointed. I wanted to go to a more advanced civilization. The Philines are classified as humanoid, though my first impression was that there was little human about them besides standing on two legs. My immediate thought was they looked like goats. After 2 years of living with Dentana's family, that comparison makes me cringe. Philines are just Philines. When I glance at Dentana, her ears twitch up with each new image, and I have to swallow my snicker. She isn't impressed with buildings. It only took a conversation that lasted 4 hours for me to understand that familiar to me didn't mean it needed to be familiar to everyone. "And that, class," concluded the professor, "is why humanity is the most peaceful, reasonable, cooperative, and overall docile species in the universe. Any questions?" Dentana's hand raises slowly at the offer. She always has questions. Sometimes I can give her the answer. Sometimes I question why I ever thought Philines were simple-minded. When the professor's beard twitches and looks past her hand, Dentana apparently decides that after 2 years of my very human habits, she's going to test out the human custom of interjecting, because she asks her question without being recognized. Why do humans call themselves reasonable if they do not learn what the land teaches us? She asked. Oh wow, I really got that I got that all wrong there. Let me try that again from the top.
Why do humans call themselves reasonable if they do not learn what the land teaches us?
She asks, her soft voice barely loud enough for the whole class to hear. The professor's ears switch up and forward in indignation, a movement that I've only seen Dentana's grandmother give me when I accidentally pulled out the wrong medicinal sprout. Agricultural optimization is about what is best for the community, he says, his upper lip curling slightly as he speaks. The silent reprimand lands on Dentana, but we all feel it. When I look at Dentana, her chin is tucked, her ears are drooping, and the moment I see her jaw shifting from side to side, I know exactly what he's done. It took a long time for me to realize how disrespectful I had been when I first arrived. Felines believe everyone deserves to be heard. They wait to speak until someone acknowledges them because it shows that person has finished their thought. Now Dentana was being reprimanded in front of everyone because she didn't wait. My hand raises, and soon the professor sees me. He visibly relaxes. Yes, Nadira. It would be wonderful to have your first-hand experience. Respectfully, Witter Dercetis. Respectfully, Witter Dercetis. That isn't what Dentana asked. She asked why we humans call ourselves reasonable when monocropping creates problems Felines have never had to solve. I'm not an expert of the feline economy, but isn't there a shortage amongst felines that requires maximum agricultural output? There's a long pause before the professor answers me. I'm not certain what exact emotion he's wearing, but when I look at Dentana, she's sitting up straighter in her seat. That is how civilizations advance, the professor answers. Another student raises their hand, and the expression on the professor's face grows deeper, but he nods in their direction. Advance into what, exactly? The student asks. When the bell chimes for the end of class, I expect everyone to move along as we typically do, but all the students around me remain seated. The professor strikes his hoof sharply against the floor before turning and approaching the display screen. The image of a space station orbiting a planet flickers out as the screen goes dark. Ha 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 ha! I like it! I like it! That story, Mama Rednecks, was very, very satisfactory. So, kind of based on what I saw there, the professor doesn't really like to be... Seems like he's more of the kind of guy who would prefer that you just... prefer that... Wait, what am I doing? I want to... There we go. Prefer that you would just shut up and listen to his words. Am I wrong? Yeah, such is the curse of every professor. Just shut up and listen, for I am superior to thee. He doesn't want to be challenged. Yeah, I would assume so. Especially with the way he's just... I don't know if the voice I gave him or not kind of fits. But, at least it seems like, to me... Especially being a person who does like sound systems for my church, it kind of seems like people with letters after their name tend to be a little on the pretentious side. And they... I mean, not all of them, I will admit. At least the ones that I have encountered, not all of them. But it seems to me that they all tend to have this air of superiority to them. It's like, okay, sure, whatever, but I need to know, do you need a projector or not? Okay. Nope. So if you were to continue that, what would be the outcome? Would you continue to challenge the professor? Would all the students basically press for an answer until he's just, you know, gonna give everybody a disciplinary reprimand, or not a disciplinary, what's the word I'm looking for? A academic reprimand. There we go. I do type in my school and feel the similar stuff on the weekends. Yeah. And what's kind of funny is, like, some of the other people that I work with in the sound booth, I typically joke that, hey, guess what? You may... the only reason you have those letters behind your name is just to show off how much money you spent to get those letters. And then on top of that, I always joke with the people. I've never said this out loud to any of the people that come to visit because, you know, it's just... that's a new level of low. But I always joke with them, look, I just need to know if you need a projector. Because guess what, buddy? We both bleed the same color red. So, but anyways, going back to my question though, Mama Rednecks, if you were to continue it, what would be your answer to that whole thing? And I will say this now, it is okay not to have an answer. At least I say it's okay not to have an answer, because that is a very complicated question to... at least I think it's a complicated question to answer. Alright, so let me come over here. Poke the philosophical bear. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I wanted to find... there was a couple of coal nodes over here somewhere. Ah, there they are. Okay, these were both... normal, okay. Okay, so probably on that one over there. Okay. So I guess, like, the question would be... I'm sorry, my brain kind of slipped into neutral over there for a second. I forgot I had an audience. But if you were to continue the thing, would you have your characters continue to pester the professor for an answer? Or would you just have it to where the students would end up talking amongst themselves, and there would be some like new awakening, I guess you could say, amongst the greater galactic community. Okay, all right. And if you ever want to, like, something that's actually pretty interesting. I was actually, let me see. Hold on, give me a second here. I need to look up something on my laptop. There's a channel that I sometimes listen to stuff from called Starbound HFY. They actually have a bunch of like science fiction stories. I can't quite tell if they may be AI generated or not. Some of them are maybe AI assisted, but that's not the point. They do all have human narrators. But every single one of the stories so far that comes out of that channel basically says that humans are like the unknown factor for the greater galactic community, and they're often often a nightmare for like other civilizations to deal with. And like one story will say that we are to be feared because we have a very, very high what's the word I'm looking for? Very high response for retaliation and or vengeance should the need arise. Other stories have basically different channels, of course, but say that we are a species who bends reality to our will because we just can for some reason. And like one of the funnier ones that I heard of, it wasn't from HFY, or it wasn't from Starbound, but it was saying how humans have learned how to use chaos as a way of just existing, and that I think it was I'm talking about two different stories here, but another one said that we humans, even though if we don't know it, have the ability to bend reality to our will by saying, "Hold my beer." I don't know. It's kind of funny. Let's see. And there's other stories that I listen to. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're going to invade Earth." What? They are quite literally throwing rocks at us. And like it'll be like we have no way of defeating them ship to ship, but then we'll end up coming up with a thing to where we basically strapped rockets to asteroids and hurled them at the enemy ships. At very high percentages of the speed of light. It's all interesting stuff. But yeah, so thank you, Mama Rednecks, for that sharing that story with us. That was awesome. about how fast the rocket goes. It's the size of the kaboom at the end. Kaboom. Yes, Rico. Kaboom. Alrighty, so we do have an ad break coming up. You're more than welcome to stick around. I'm just gonna keep on trucking through here. You're more than welcome to stick around, but if for those of you who aren't immune to ads, at least on Twitch, you'll be back shortly. Just let me know by putting the ad jail command in the chat below, and when you get done, you'll be back. And for those of you immune to ads, well, cool. You get to watch me do some more conveyor belt work. Ah! I got stuck under the belts. I got stuck! I got stuck! Right. Oh, that's the staircase I wanted. Choo-choo! What was that one? Limestone! Alrighty, so this is... So those were 2 pure nodes. So we had... Let's see, 10, 11, and these are 3 each, so another 6. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we have 21 cars worth of coal going to be delivered to the aluminum plant. Let's see, that's 4, 8, 12. No, is that right? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yo, it's 5, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then you guys, from here out, are going to become something else. Not to naughty children? No. Not to naughty children. This is going to aluminum. Itchy arm. How are you doing, Hayden? How's stuff? Ha! Hey, we want 21 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently Tatsu doesn't share his naughty bounty with others. Yeah, her name is Eleanor, so no, I don't share. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I need to wait. And besides, I'm a dragon. Dragons don't share. In trying to make a point, you have you have committed the ultimate writer taboo. You can't spell your correctly. $19. We gotta wait for the cables, or the wire. Need you to have a talk with my writing dragon, then, because he is constantly letting writing seedlings escape. He is a horrible hoarder. Well, see, therein lies the problem. You are trying to tell a dragon what to do. And that never ends well. Okay, they just want more. And besides, well, you see, therein lies another problem. See, Smaug, his hoard is gold. Your dragon, apparently, at least according to you, lets out the seedlings, all the writing seedlings escape. But the reason he does that is so that they will take root and grow. Because his hoard consists, as does mine, of stories, legends, and tales. Not all dragon hoards are gold. Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Look, I already have a mini forest growing, and I'm tree blind. I don't need any more. So if I were a dragon, I could hoard panda cookies, potentially. There's also the dragons that their hordes consists of friends. Them and their little hoardlings. You. And you. Then yeah, there is no, at least from what I have seen, there is no one definitive way of how a dragon should look. At least not in the greater writing community, at least that I have seen. Heck, if it's stretched out enough, I think even Jormungandr, the world serpent, in some writings is called a dragon. And then I've also seen that Leviathan is a dragon. 4. So Fenrir. Oh, Fafnir, you mean? I don't think there's an extra N in there. I don't think. I could be wrong. I am not a Norse expert. I'm a Norse tourist at best. Yeah, Fafnir, I believe is what Smaug was based on. Right, and dunk. Cool. Fafnir was a dwarf returned to... Yeah. Well, actually, no, wait. I think it was, I've never read the book, so I can't be sure. But I think that's what, what was his name? Thorin Oakenshield's dragon sickness. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Hayden. I wasn't sure about the N. I knew it was spelled Fuff, like it's I think Fafnir, I think it is. But yeah, I get what you were going after. But I'm pretty sure, I wasn't sure if it was Smaug, like, let me back up. I don't remember if it was Smaug or it was the dragon sickness that Oakenshield suffered from, at least in the Hobbit movies. I don't know about the book because I haven't read the books. But at least from the movies that Oakenshield suffered from. Alright, so we are going to... It's entirely possible I don't remember the ending of the book compared to the movie. Yeah, I have no idea what the book did, so I cannot argue the point. At least as far as the book goes. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was either Smaug or the dragon sickness was based on Fafnir. Or you know what, actually? I might also be getting it confused with one of the characters from one of the Chronicles of Narnia books. Because I can't remember, I think it was called Caspian? Captain Caspian or something like that? I can't remember what the book's name is right off the top of my head. But there was one of their friends that got taken to Narnia. One of the kids' friends got taken to Narnia with him, and he actually went through the whole Fafnir transformation. Yeah, I got that right. Caspian? Pirate that really isn't a pirate? Yeah. I read the book version of it, of Caspian, and there were only a couple parts that really stood out, like, that I remember a lot from the book itself. But the way the transformation back, the kid did, transformation back into human that was portrayed, it wasn't quite as awesome as the book's version was. He's played by the eyebrows kid in the movie, which I remembered his name because he's a good actor. Yeah, I don't remember like everything about it, but because the one scene with the kid, he turns into a dragon, of course. But Aslan, I think it is, says that he can turn back into human, but he has to get rid of his dragon appearance. So the kid, he starts trying to like scratch it away, like really get in there to scratch it away, and it's just not working. Like he'll scratch a layer off, and then it's just one layer. Then he'll try to scratch another layer of scales off, and it's not working. So then Aslan says, "Okay, look, I'll do it." So the way the book describes it is that Aslan takes a claw and basically does like this 15-layer cut from his head all the way down his body, and like splits his body open and takes the kid out. And the way it's described, it was like, if I remember right, I think it was the way the book described it was like when you peel too much skin off the side of your finger or something like that. So there's like a raw spot. But then afterward, it was said he had to. I can't remember if it was a pool of like specific water, or if it was like a dip in the sea or something like that. But he basically said once that was done, go dip in this thing, and then everything will be okay. So the kid did that, and immediately like the stinging went away. So anyway, but the way they I can't remember how they showed it in the movie, but it was nothing like that. It was very, very disappointing in the movie. Ah. Okay. I think it was called Prince Caspian and the Dawn Treader. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if that was the movie's name or the book's name. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But I do remember it was. I think that's what it was called. I think the book Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Yes. I think that was that the book's name or the movie's name? Because I want to say that the movie for sure. Yeah, I want to say the movie had a slightly different name. Okay, now I gotta look this up because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. Let's see. Oh! Okay, so Prince Caspian and Voyage of the Dawn Treader are two separate books. They're two completely different books. So what they did with the movie is they slammed them together. Wow! No wonder it failed so spectacularly. Well then. Yeah, that is just... It was kind of like M. Night Shyamalan trying to do the entire first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender in one 2-hour movie. Just... No. No! Queen of the Damned movie kind of did it, but it really cut out important bits. Don't know that one right off the top of my head. Let me look-see. Ah, okay. Oh, that one. Okay. I always, like, every time I saw that movie cover, for whatever reason, I always thought it was like some obscure, like, Mummy sequel or something like that. Okay. I see. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, like every time I saw the cover of that, well, technically she was Sumerian, but she was the queen of Egypt. Okay, yeah. Every time I saw it, I always thought it was supposed to be like a cheap obscure mummy movie sequel that never really got to theaters or something. Okay, that makes much more sense now. Okay, I'll have to maybe check it out sometime. Buy me one. Don't worry. I mean, heck. I call myself the self-proclaimed keeper of Maple Story lore for a reason. And if you want a pretty cool sounding Egyptian song, I'm not 100% on the lyrics. I could be 100% wrong on this. But there is a song on YouTube called Scarab by Vadio, I think it is. Speaking of, I think a reason Maple Story was giving my laptop a hard time was there was something causing my CPU users to hop up to night. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be bad. It could also be the anti-cheat they run. Could be something like that. I don't know for sure. There is a song called Scarab by Vadio. I think that's what it is. And when it hits the chorus, it does have some lyrics. It's kind of hard to understand. But I could swear it's the song that Rafiki is singing from The Lion King. When he first meets Simba. But, like, the way the song goes, The only time it wasn't MS, it was something else I got done in mid 60s. Okay, that's cool. The only way, every time I hear that song, I now imagine Rafiki in like baggy rapper clothes with like this gigantic like gold chain hanging from around his neck and a sideways hat and glasses, and he's like doing the whole like fishbowl era of rap, just like getting in your face and singing the song. Yeah, give me a second here. I'll get the link. It goes pretty hard. It's a EDM song. So let me see. I'm gonna mute this for a second because I don't want to get I don't want to have a little ding on this one when it's all said and done. Here we go. Copy. Okay. So here is the specific one that I listen to. It's kind of quiet. You might be able to find other versions of it that are a little louder if you want to listen to it. But this one's pretty good. Let's see. Yes, right. And like I said, for those of you on YouTube, if you want to check it out, here, let me type it in the chat for you guys so you can, if you guys want to look it up, you can. There you go. That is the song that I'm talking about, for those of you on YouTube. And, like, there's so many levels to the song that come to mind when I hear it. Like, different stuff all happening at the same time. I think it's pretty cool song. Yeah. So, like, I want to say it's that song, but I'm not 100% sure because, again, the rest of the song is, like, all Egyptian based. So, I'm not... This is getting added. Nice. So, I'm not 100% sure in, like, saying that it's the Rafiki song. Just because the rest of the song is, like I said, it's Egyptian based. But I don't know for sure. I mean, I know like Egypt and Africa are very close to each other, but even still, you know, there are very distinct sounds, I guess you could say, to the two stuff that's being mushed together. New. And, like, the only other thing that comes to mind is a little on the spicy side, I guess you could say. But I'm imagining, like, Rafiki reclined back on a gigantic, like, one of those gigantic Egyptian pillow couches, kind of like a giant beanbag. And, like, 5 or 6 of, like, the Arabian dancers are, like, dancing in a club, like, right in front of him while he's just kind of sitting there while the rest of the music is going. And then when, like, the chorus hits, he just gets up and just starts, like, you know, the fisheye rapping in your face. we're gonna do... We're gonna bring this to here. And then we're gonna take this and bring it to here. Come down like so. And now we're gonna bring a decent one. Or like maybe not even that, but like is anyone familiar with the video game series Shantae? Half genie hero. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Like, I imagine a bunch of, like, again, for this, I just imagine a bunch of girls dressed like that, like her, all dancing around Rafiki. And then he goes full-on, you know, rap artist in your face for the chorus. That's what I imagine happening. Okay, so these have 2. No, wait. These are pure. These have 3. You. 2. By Volbeat? Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I just forgot. I just remembered that I hadn't turned the game volume back on, but it's probably good because I want to check that out. Check that song out. You're saying Temple of Booker. Is it Ekur? Like EKUR, or is it UKER? Because all I'm finding is EKUR. EKUR. Okay. That's all good. I just wanted to make sure I'm fine looking at the right one. Now worry about it. So am I. Okay. I see. I see.
I see.
There is a song that's very similar to that. Like, it's a similar in beat, kind of. I think. Hugo! Let's see. I think it's called this. No. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for a very specific song here. Here, no, not the. Why am I looking at this? Okay. Hold on. I need to listen to the song I recommend until I recommend the March of the Sinister Ducks by Alan Moore's Band of the Sinister Ducks. That's no, hating their music is weird. Hey, I get that too. As soon as like most everybody will listen to the stuff I suggest, and then when I tell them to look up "It Burns, Burns, Burns," everybody goes, "Dude, what?" Okay, give me a second here. I have it. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. Primus. Primus says. It's just serious. Primus when you didn't get the reference even. It's like no, Primus says that there's. Okay, so the other song that I was really looking for, it took me a while, is this one. It's featured on the Avengers soundtrack, but I could not find it anywhere doing that. So it's by Five Finger Death Punch called From Out of Nowhere. This is the song that I was trying to say is very familiar to the one you just passed along. that was that you were saying that you liked. Okay, what am I doing now? Well, I wouldn't say I love Five Finger Death Punch. I do love certain songs by Five Finger Death Punch. So that's kind of what gets a lot of people hung up, and they're like, "Oh, you love this band that I love so much?" And it's like, no, I don't love the band. I love the song that happens to be by that band. Wrong Side of Heaven is one of my favorites. Okay, I'll have to check that out when I get a shot. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember right off the get. Yeah, I'm kind of like the same way with a lot of things. Like one of a big one is like Eminem. I like some stuff by Eminem. There is a lot of songs off of one of his albums that I liked, but I don't necessarily like him for like him. Under and over, it spoke to my angsty 20-year-old self in the day. Evanescence was my angsty teenager band. I'm pretty sure it was every angsty teenager at some point. That are coming from over there. Oh wait, no, there's 3 more that are coming from over here. I forgot these ones. No. Jekyll and Hyde is another good one. My husband likes that one. These are all twofers. No, this is... I remember hearing Five Finger Death, but I can't conjure their music in my head. Yeah, see, like, most of my stuff, the most of that I grew up on was, at least the hardest stuff that I grew up on was, Eagles and country music. That's what I grew up on. And I will not apologize. If that is a problem for you, you can just unfollow me right now, because guess what? I'm not apologizing for it. There's a little X, you can stop watching me, and you can unfollow. Okay, so this is a regular. Was this the... Yeah, this was the... Cover of Bad Company was really good. Yeah, I've heard that one. That one is pretty good. Metalhead. So I grew up on Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. Okay. Look, I am familiar with them, but I'm not like I know of them, but I'm not familiar with their music. Everything except mumble rap. Yeah, that's a new thing that came out recently. That's just stupid. I mean, fine. If you like it, fine, but all you're really doing is just... Look, dude, I could do that same thing and I would not make the same amount of money. The only reason you're making money is because you have somebody in your back pocket who's going, hey, this guy is cool. Do the thing. Make with the money and the sponsorships. I think that my teenage predilection of gunmetal as a rebellious reaction to my dad's corrido music and my mom's love of kumbayas. Yeah, I mean, sure, it does take some skill. But I mean, how much skill do you have to go in there and go, panda, 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 and here, we got this thing over here, panda, panda, panda. You know, She may have heard Breaking the Law. I heard of it. I don't, like, know the song. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Got the whole, like, guttural growl thing going on. There was somebody the other day. I do love some death metal. You start to actually understand after me. Yeah, I mean, I get you can understand it, but at the same time, it actually like vicariously makes my throat hurt. So I actually can't really listen to it too much. I mean, I know it's stupid, but it's like, my throat's hurting. I can't listen to this too long. I mean, I know there's a technique to do it. I have not, like, attempted to learn the proper way to do it as of yet, and I haven't looked up any, like the YouTube tutorials or anything like that yet, but I do know there are proper ways of doing it so that you don't absolutely wreck your throat. I mean, like, the only song that I really know by them is Du Hast. So I can't really say I'm a Rammstein fan. I just say that I'm a Du Hast fan.
Du hast mich.
And you know what? Finally finished the prom. I just need to cut it down to finish the Nice, nice. Like, believe it or not, I actually got introduced to Rammstein, at least the Du Hast music, or the Du Hast song, from the Matrix soundtrack. The first one. Got a good cracks on my neck there. I have no idea who that is. So, no, I don't remember them.
Itchy face.
Okay, so this is a twofer. This is a one-fer. So I'm going to get rid of these. So here's a question. You talk about industrial bands. Does anyone know or remember Stomp? Exactly 1,000 words. Well, I did say it's roughly 1,030 is really kind of the...
Hey, look!
Oh, alrighty. Let me get these last couple belts hooked up and then we'll check it out. As soon Huzzah! We're breaking records here, ladies and gents. We got ourselves 2 stories in one stream. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's right. Come and see the amazing feat that has never before happened in Tatsu's history. 2 stories in a stream. Be amazed, be excited, be terrified. It's another story. Bro, my hands hurt so much. Hey, you don't break yourself. You do have another week where this is gonna be up. All right. So let me get over here to. Okay, what's this? All right. And then we'll get over into the writing office. Whoa, that's kind of big. All right, I need to make some adjustments so we can get it all on screen. Okay. Okay, there we go. I said the brainworms demand sacrifices. It's either the words or my hands. It's why I invested on compression gloves. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better. All right. So this, ladies and germs, ladies and James, is Ulterior Motives by Attracted to Pans. And that concludes today's lesson on humans. I hope you now understand why humans are considered the most peaceful, reasonable, cooperative, and overall docile species in our universe. We have about another 10 minutes, so does anyone have any questions before class ends? For some reason, my hand lifts up, and a few of my alien classmates around me raising their respective limbs along mine. Naturally, my classmates turned to face me, and my professor turned a confused eye in my direction. Yes, Jonathan? I somehow didn't flinch at the mispronouncing. Yes, Jonathan? I somehow didn't flinch at the mispronunciation of my name. There is this settling feeling in my gut that urges me to speak when I know I cannot. I'm not even sure why I lifted my hand as quickly as I quickly mask with a laugh and a joke. So, if this is on your totally surprise pop quiz next week, do I still have to take it or do I just get a free pass? Honestly, it was kind of a lame joke. But for some reason, everyone around him burst out in their own respective versions of laughing. Someone to his right, hand pincers, which were clicking so fast he thought the sound might rip through his ears. "You'll be given a different quiz. Don't worry, Jonathan." Phew, glad for that then. By the way, given that I don't have questions for obvious reasons, do you mind if I head out early? "Of course, Jonathan. Remember..." I grab my bag, jumping over the back of my seat and speed-walking toward the exit door. I hear him answering some questions from the still-sitting students as I push my way into the side restroom, checking that I entered the right side. I really want to stay in the human-only areas right now. I need to find someone I can speak to without worrying about other species spying. Footsteps soon move to join me. Maria, who moves toward a mirror to fix her hair. "Morning," she greets, brushing bright blonde streaks out of her face. "Morning," I copy, trying to decide how to continue. "Have you heard about Professor Qualizal's class yet?"
Not in detail. He's the one teaching the galactic species in their Psychology 101 class, right?
"Yeah, I just got out of it. You'll never guess what he just spent 2 hours lecturing about." My tone of voice must have grabbed her attention, as she turned to check the door before finding my eyes again with the largest glint of gossip in her own. Apparently, he is convinced that humans are, direct quote here, "the most peaceful, reasonable, cooperative, and overall docile species in the universe." I know I'm supposed to keep my expression calm, or even some brand of horrified on the off chance there is someone watching, but I just can't help but let a grin grow across my face. The woman is also laughing alongside me for a short time. Both of us bent over, clutching our stomachs before we collapse.
Really? This soon?
She asks again, looking in my eyes and through my soul. I manage to stop laughing long enough to respond, leaning against the wall for support as I catch my breath. "Yes, gosh, I can't believe it only took 10 years.
We need to make contact with Earth again."
She starts jumping, and for a moment I worry about her breaking her ankle in her heels, but I quickly stop caring.
Boss is going to be ecstatic.
"I know!" I cheer back. "We need to go find someone who's on communications with Watch right now. Do you know anyone?"
No, I'm part of the newest class. None of us are on duty for another month. They'll be in the dorms, though.
I have to remind myself of everyone I know who hasn't taken the job recently. Samantha is out of the option because she's out on the other campus. Perhaps Cleo? That could work. She would at least know someone. "Thanks. You go off to class. We can't raise suspicions just yet." She nodded along.
"You got it. Good luck."
I run out of the restroom, my safe haven gone as I rush toward the campus dorms. Cleo's room, far off in the distance, taunts me as curious aliens around me turn to search what I am running from. It takes me a few minutes to reach the front door, and a few more to bait someone into opening it for me, as I live in another dorm and do not have a key. "Cleo! Cleo!"
"What is it, John?"
She groans from behind the door, opening it with confused and annoyed look. "I don't have..." I cut her off, bringing my voice to whisper.
"I need to send back news. Urgently."
Her eyes brighten, pulling me into the room by my shirt as she locks it behind us.
"Start with that next time instead of waiting for me to get to the door,"
she insists, moving towards storage boxes under her bed, where she reveals a large box of knobs and wire.
"It's an older model. Sam's got the good one because it's the only one that has the signal strength where she is right now.
It'll work just fine," I have to insist, watching her open a small flap where the hologram screen glowed in the air. She clicks some buttons, and in a matter of seconds, the face of Boss appears.
I hope you're not calling from another care box. Calling for another care box.
Never again, sir. Part 1 of the mission is complete. We are awaiting further orders.
Begin Phase 2. The galaxy will belong to humanity shortly. Thank you all for your service.
He gave a salute, of which we mirrored. Phase 2 meant the seeds of infighting. That's when my skill set comes in handy, and where the newest class will get to shine. So far, most sent over were the best manipulators the Earth government could find. Now, I get to steal and do my real job. Oh, we are here for it, Pans. That was very, very Oh, hold on. I gotta open this up. That was very satisfactory. Oh boy. So the kind of like doing a whole insider job and disrupting a government and just making it easy for humanity to take over. Is that kind of what you got going on there? All right. So, if you were to continue it, would humanity be in a pretty big fight? Or would it be just kind of like a slow crawling takeover by humanity? Kind of moving in as the so-called saviors to bring order back to chaos. Is that kind of what you were going to go with? And on that note, would anyone find out before it was too late? Or would you just have a series of, like, close calls? I gotta go. Just a second. Slow crawling takeover. John might get some enemies he has to take out over a more violent way, but overall, subtle level, they will be really noticed until it's happening. Okay, alright. Close calls for sure. If anyone does realize it's important enough to do anything, given every human on the campus is easy on it. So, just out of curiosity, what would be the whole reason for it? Is there some kind of, maybe, like, political want for it? Political lean for it? Is it just because, trying to position humanity as, like, kind of the bad guys in this story? This is just for the story. They're just, like, kind of do, like, the Mongols with Genghis Khan. I think it was the Mongols. I have to touch upon my history a little bit. Is that kind of what you're going after, or is it that humanity is after some kind of resources that they are constantly denied access to, and so getting those resources is you kind of have to be a little underhanded in trying to get your resources for it? Is that kind of what the angle you're going for here? I mean, I know it's only a 1,000-word story, but this is just for stuff in case you were deciding to continue the story. Many loves to colonize other places in general. They are definitely the bad guys in this story, so they just want to control the universe to control everything. Okay. All right. Oh, there it is, right there. You see? There is the aluminum factory that I was alluding to earlier tonight, that I'm going to be taking all the coal to. Big giant building, doing stuff. So that way we can have our aluminum being made. That's where we're going to take this coal over to that factory right there. But that is where we are going to end tonight. Thank you all for coming. I hope you're all at least mildly satisfied. So next time we come back for this, the prompt will still be the same, but I'm going to see if I can get that factory up and running. I have a little bit more coal over there that I need to bring to right here, but other than that, we'll see if we can get that factory up and running next week with some more stuff. So thank you all for coming, and I love you a bunch. Thank you for the stories. They were awesome. Thank you, thank you. And we shall see you all next time. Whoops. So on that note, next time, the next stream will be this coming Sunday, where we are going to be continuing on with the Kinesis storyline. Now, I do have a little bit of leveling up to do with it, just to make sure that we have the entire story open for us. And I did do some... I said I was going to do some research along the way to make sure that I had all of the storyline that I needed open, because there was some of it that looked like it was going to be in Friend's story. From what I can tell, there really isn't anything that's going to be happening in Friend's story with it. It just looks like it was promotional art. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, but I don't think there's anything in Friend's story we have to worry about. With all of that said, that's what we're going to be doing. And that stream we're going to start at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's probably going to be it's probably also PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. I don't know. I have to look up what the proper thing is. But yeah, that's going to be happening on Sunday. And then on Wednesday, we are going to be having a writing stream. It's going to be a Twitch exclusive, where I'm going to be working on MapleStory, the novel A New Dawn. If you want to check out the story so far that I have published out, you can check it out over on Inkit and Wattpad, where I have the stories of Sacred Tears and Guardians up in their entirety, up for you to check it out. And I'm also beginning to do New Dawn. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through chapter 3 right now. So if everything works out okay, I should be able to have it up over the weekend. And then coming back next week, Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll come back for some more story prompt reading, where we're going to be doing this. And that class, concluded the professor, is why humanity is the most peaceful, reasonable, cooperative, and overall docile species in the universe. Any questions? You, the only human in the classroom, raise your hand. There is no right answer to this thing. This is just for fun, for stories, and to flex your writing muscles. Your muscles. So I hope to see you there, and I hope we have more stories next week. It was awesome. And, yeah. We shall see you all next time.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of MapleStory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from Maple's story that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to wait. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you. Go fight, show your energy. There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the